Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another episode of Dave and Ped's Excellent Adventure. You know what? Sometimes I think people think I come in too hot.
Oh.
So I wanted to be mellow to start. But it is another excellent adventure here in the Curry Shop, the green rolling hills of Iowa behind David over here. And it is a lovely day, crispy weather. Feels like fall weather.
Silky smooth entrance.
Yeah. Baby, Barry White. By the way, just want to throw this out there. Stevie Wonder, totally not blind. It's a ruse. Anyway, let's continue.
What's with you and blind people?
Let's continue with this episode.
Yeah, this whole thing on
Stevie Wonder.
What's her
Too
name?
much evidence out there. We'll talk about that in another episode. It's college. It feels crispy outside. It feels like college football season. It's cool. It's like, ooh, start the day with a sweatshirt.
Cyclone.
Yeah, Iowa State
Victory.
got the big win.
On top of the college football mountain for one whole week.
Rocco Beck, current Heisman frontrunner.
Man. I don't know. Jalen Daniels had a pretty good game.
Oh, that's true. I think Daniels dethroned him like 8 hours later. So, yeah, it is August 26th while we're recording this. So, obviously, by the time you guys hear it, who knows? It might be a few games into the season. But currently, as we speak, Iowa State, big win. That fourth down. How were you feeling when Kansas State went for that late fourth down? Were you nervous?
Oh, man. I don't know if I was nervous. I thought we would be okay regardless.
Yeah.
I felt fine about it. But our ability to stop fourth downs, especially with hard-hitting safeties like they did, man, that was fun to watch. Those guys came flying down. There was twice. Yeah. Jamison Patton came flying down, smashed that guy on a fourth and a little bit there.
Yeah.
And that was a turnover on downs on close to the goal line, wasn't it? So just stuff like that. That's pretty exciting to see.
Nice.
Yeah, crashing safeties. That's awesome.
Carson Hansen. Is he from Iowa?
Minnesota.
He's from Minnesota?
Yeah.
All right. When I went to UNI, my senior year, we had this running back. He was a white boy from Iowa. He was like no stars, walked on, and he ran. He ended up being the starting running back and being all conference. He ran with anger.
Yeah.
Like he was mad that he felt like he was good enough and people overlooked him.
Yeah.
Carson Hansen reminds me a little bit of him. So he was fun to watch run.
He's a player, man. He's a player. Catch it out of the backfield. The legs just keep on moving.
Yep.
You get guys like him. He reminds, he's probably not as shifty as a Breece Hall, but he has that ability to move the pile.
Sure.
Which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got the football weather. We've actually had football games.
Yes.
I wrote a poem about college football that I want to read.
Oh, man.
I actually read it on the last episode of Backroads and Bonfires, but I want to read it here too with you.
Welcome to another edition of Ped's Poems.
Yep. It's called... I wrote this to celebrate...
Would you just say it already?
College football season coming back. So it's called Don't Call It a Comeback. Don't call it a comeback. It never left. It's always in our hearts with much heft. The sun rises, a beautiful orange glow, signaling the day is here, like a warm Jim Nance. Hello. You wake up, grass dewy, the air so crispy. The people can sense it, all giddy and frisky. Food is being prepped for the day's feast. Today there's no limit, 10 pounds at least. Mid-morn has arrived, time to fire up the grills. This great American tradition is one of life's greatest thrills. The smells permeate through the neighborhood, a great unifier. Today we all agree with Creed. This mood can only get taken higher. This is until opening kickoff. If your team disappoints, the agony goes across your face and deep into your joints. But alas, the pain will go away. It won't forever burn because 6 days from now, we repeat for another game returns. Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah, what's the meaning of the beginning of that? Don't call it a comeback. It's always been here, but you're talking about it coming back.
I don't know. Don't break apart my poem. Just listen to it and enjoy it.
I'm not here to diagnose. I'm not here to...
Don't call it a comeback.
I'm not here to get too intellectual with
because the
Ped's
feeling of
poems.
it never leaves our hearts, but now it's physically here.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that's my poem. That's another edition of Ped's Poems.
Nice. I like it.
So, yeah. I like the Creed part. It's my favorite. So, yeah. Let's get excited. It's officially game week for the Hawkeyes right now when I'm talking.
Yeah. Who do they play?
That's why I wore my yellow and black shirt, my Hawkeye hat
Who do
here
they
in
play?
Cyclone territory. Albany.
Oh.
They're favored by 37.5.
You guys can score 37 points?
Oh, we're going to score 40 and hold them. to 2. We'll give them a
That-
safety.
I can see the 2.
And we'll cover. It's going to be exciting. I'm pumped. Normally, I'm like, these games stink. Let's get into the good ones. But I think a game like this is good for Mark Gronowski, new quarterback, warm up.
I am excited to see him.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see him.
Gosh, it's going to be great. Weird kickoff. It's 5 o'clock kickoff. Kind of a weird time, but
It is weird.
that's right. Gives me more time to work out, get a bunch of work done on Saturday before going to watch the football game.
Where can I watch it?
Fox Sports 1, potentially.
Potentially. They're in a little bit of a scuttlebutt.
This happens every freaking football season. YouTube will send us an email. Oh, we can't come to terms right now with NBC. You might lose it. We can't come to terms with Fox. Fox is a partner with the Big Ten. If we don't have Fox, I might drive to YouTube headquarters, tell them they make billions of dollars, suck it up, figure out the deal. We want to watch our football.
Let's be honest. YouTube can do whatever they want to Fox right now.
True. They both have so much money. Just figure it out. They're probably arguing over like whose private jet will get used more, for crying out loud.
No, I think if I was to look back at how these negotiations probably began when YouTube TV began, they said, well, we'll just renew your contract on September 1st, beginning of the fiscal year, not realizing that every college football game in the world is about to start September 1st. And they would just sit there and
morons
enjoy that. And everyone else just kind of, they didn't catch on to that very quickly.
Yeah. And you know what's going to happen. They're gonna send us an email. Oh, great news! Like you'll now have them. We came to a term, and then in December we'll get an email. Oh, just to let you know, policies are going up $9 a month now, and because we had to pay Fox more, so now you have to pay more. Before you know it, we're paying $1,000 a month for TV. When back in the day on cable, it was like $70 a month.
That was still really high.
I know,
but get the bunny ears out, and I guess FS1 probably ain't on the bunny ears. But
I'm just going to drive to Iowa City and find a cheap ticket and go watch it if I have to.
Why not? Spend $60 on a gallon of gas and then some.
Yep. All right. Let's catch up a little bit on what's been going on in our lives for the intro here. I went to the Wood Wine and Blues Festival.
Yes.
Storm Lake, Iowa.
How was it?
It was a good time.
I wish I could have gone. That sounded like a really good time.
It was awesome. We ate great food. Man, they had good food, didn't they, Hoshway? We got
State Fair food?
Pretty darn tasty. So we went to a place called Mexilao. It's a new business in Storm Lake. It's Mexican Laotian fusion.
Whoa.
It was so good. So we had ceviche. You ever had ceviche?
Oh, yeah.
So tasty. And then we each got a giant egg roll.
But this is like Laotian ceviche?
Oh, yeah. So good. I mean, it's just essentially just shrimp, crab, cilantro, your onions, tomatoes all mixed together. It's regular ceviche.
With the tortilla chip.
So good. And then we got giant egg rolls also from the same truck that were like 7 inches long with the sweet chili sauce. And they put glass noodles in the egg roll. So good.
All right.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
That burrito was good.
Oh, then we went and got big steak burritos for the main portion of our meal.
It was a little too...
Josiah was dropping grease all over the ground.
It was just dripping grease like crazy.
And then Josiah stood up and his earbuds dipped into the grease.
Yep. That wasn't a fun moment. But with the Wood Wine and Blues, I recorded all the woods being carved.
Yeah, it was awesome. So we're going to make a YouTube video.
What is Wood Wine and Blues? Can you give me a refresher on what it is?
So Wood Wine and Blues is a festival that started in Storm Lake. I don't really remember when. I know it's been going on for at least like 15 years because when I worked back at the Pilot Tribune back in the day, it was a huge thing that we always talked about, that we had to do a big Wood Wine and Blues printout for the paper and like its own like section in the paper. And I was a salesman of the paper, so I had to go collect ads for it. And so it's been going on at least 15, 20 years, probably, I'd say.
Okay.
It's in the park in Storm Lake. These wood carvers come from all over the country. There was wood carvers there from Texas.
Wow.
That were carving at this event. And then they have wineries from around Iowa come and like set up trucks. And there was a craft beer tent there where you get craft beers and stuff.
Yeah.
And you just walk around and look at these. There's like a little shop set up, kind of like the 4th of July.
Sure.
Where you can buy stuff.
Yeah.
And you would just watch these guys carve, hang out, drink some good wine, socialize with your friends. They have cornhole. You can play bags.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
Had some good blues playing.
Yeah, there was a guy who was just a solo artist playing Friday when we were there.
Okay.
And then it's an all weekend festival, so it like kind of ramps up as the week goes. Saturday's like really their big day.
Yeah.
And Sunday probably almost just as big, where they have better artists.
Sure.
More people come. So what I did was
some of the projects are probably finished too then.
Yeah. So they have a quick carve, which happens Friday night. That's what I auctioned off. and did. So all the artists are set up like in a big circle, then everyone puts their chairs around them, so they're like kind of like in an arena. And you just sit there and watch them carve. So they get 1 hour to do this quick carve. Yep. And so one person, well, actually 2 people carved bears. One person carved a wine bottle. That was definitely my least favorite.
That seems like a cop out.
It was honestly the worst, wasn't it? It was easily the worst. Someone carved a ear of corn.
Oh.
Someone carved
Delicate.
2 owls. So this guy had like this really knobby piece of wood, and I was like, I thought the wood looked like garbage. I was like, what is he gonna make out of that? And then he makes this amazing. It's like 2 owls that are like almost look like Siamese twins out of this thing. It was really cool. And then what am I missing? Oh, an eagle. This guy made an eagle, which was sweet. So it was really cool. Like in just an hour, it was amazing what they could do.
Wow.
So then for the rest of the weekend, they have more wood that they bring. The rest of the weekend, they're working on like super intricate pieces
Sure.
that get auctioned off at the end of the weekend for way more money than what I auctioned off for.
Yeah.
So essentially, they get an hour.
So who did those? Who auctioned
all
that
the
off?
same artists, and
No,
then
who
Kevin
auctioned?
Cohn was back. He did
there
it.
you go, Kevin.
The professional. I watched the video of him doing it, and I was like, I don't think he's that much better than me, but he's definitely better.
Okay.
So as soon as they blow an air horn, and you hear all the chainsaws rev, and they start
Sweet.
going.
That's cool.
And then they blow an air horn to signify it's done. Then I hopped up on stage and was like, "Hey, everyone, give a big round of applause to our carvers. That was amazing." I do a little freelance yapping. I tell everyone you can go walk around, look at all of them. Then we're going to start the auction, the bidding in like 5-10 minutes. And then I just went one by one and I bid it off. They told me to start at $250. No one was bidding.
Ooh.
This is the first year they've ever auctioned off the quick carve ones.
Sure.
So no one was bidding. So then I went down to 150 and then finally got some bidders. The first one sold for 400. I think the second one sold for like 300. And then pretty much the rest of them just went for 150 of that. Someone did the opening bid. No one overbid them.
Mm-hmm.
It got to the corn.
Yeah.
And no one was bidding. I mean, I went for like 2 minutes. I couldn't get a single bid. So I was like, you know what? I'm a cattle farmer. I told everyone on the mic, I said, I'll bid on it. I'm a farmer. I like the corn. So I bid. And I was like, hopefully someone will overbid me. If not, I guess I'm stuck with it. No one else bid. So I bought a 400 freaking pound piece of corn, easily the biggest wood sculpture. Like everyone else cut way more off of there. So I bought the biggest one, the heaviest one.
Yes.
It wasn't light. And he walks out the stage and says to me, "Man, I wish you didn't buy that corn."
Josiah comes up, puts a camera in my face. "Hey, you bought some corn. What do you think?" And I had to talk about it. So then I drove my truck up. You can drive up like into the park.
Sure.
And we loaded that baby. It was heavy.
Heavy.
Also,
Are you going to paint it?
some old guys like trying to help us load it. Eventually I had to say, I tell them, just please get out of my way. You're old and I'm 30 times stronger than you. You're not helping. I didn't say that to him, but I asked him to please move.
He did
He's not
get in the
helping.
way, I won't lie, because I couldn't move back anymore because
No.
he pushed up
It's
there.
like,
So
bro,
then I'm on
you're
the side.
70. Just stop. Let us do it.
So you're going to paint it?
I'm going to let my niece and nephew paint it. It ain't going to look professional, but they'll have fun.
That's great.
So I think my Adam Timmerman also told Mason, I might be kind of interested in buying that wood that Ped bought. I've always wanted one of those,
Whoa.
but I don't know. I'll probably
Mark it up
keep
30%. And
Yeah, I know.
Send her off.
Sell it for $225. Yeah, so I bought it. It's still in the back of my pickup here at your
Oh, is it
house if
seriously?
you want to
It's
see
out
it.
there?
Still haven't unloaded it since Friday. Today I'll probably unload it with me and my dad both there, skid loader.
Good forklift.
So it was a doozy to load, wasn't it, Hoshway?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was heavy. So I bought that. Bit of a regret, but okay. I sent a Snapchat to our Bible study of a picture of it in the back of my truck and just said, "I'm an idiot." And a couple of them told me they just laughed a lot when they saw that. They're like, "You're supposed to be selling them, not buying them."
Yeah.
So it was fun. I think we raised, I don't know, $1,100 or something like that. It all goes
on
to
the quick
Storm-
carves.
On the quick carves.
That's fun.
The overall winner on Sunday went for $1,550.
Wow.
Dude, I saw some pictures of the finished products Sunday. They're wild.
That actually sounds like a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
I would think that it would
Yeah.
be more.
And they all carved welcome into it somewhere because most people put them like by their
Sure.
door
Yep.
or on their sidewalk to their house.
Okay.
So they all say welcome. So this one on the bottom of the corn, it says welcome.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe not a lot of people come by the farm, but
Do
maybe
you
we'll figure out
know-
a place to put it?
Do you know who carved that herky north of Shaler on the east side of the road?
I do not.
I mean, it's huge.
Was it Jeff Klatt?
It's a 10-foot. it's a 10-foot tall herky with it's always
Do
got
you
the
know?
Iowa flag. No, I don't know.
I wonder if it was Jeff Klatt. So Jeff Klatt is a local Storm Lake guy who does wood carving.
Okay.
Yeah, but the rest of them two of them were from Iowa. One was from Minnesota, and then there was 2 guys who came together from Texas, but they were doing separate carvings each.
Okay.
So I don't know who did it. I know Jeff Klatt a little. I should ask him if it was him.
Yeah.
So we have a massive stump at my parents' farm from an oak tree
Yeah.
that we cut down probably 10 years ago. It was a massive tree. So we had like a rental lift out there, and we were like cutting down the top, working our way down. We got to this stump. We had one of them like 4-foot long chainsaw blades. We were cutting it from every side around. It was just like so like tough. We like got to the point where the blade was just smoking, not cutting.
Yeah.
And we cut it quite a bit. And then we had my 4-wheel drive tractor with a chain on it and my buddy's payloader. We were pulling simultaneously with chains each, and this thing would not budge.
Wow.
So now we have this like 10-foot tall, just massive stump out there. I've always thought
Half cut through the bottom of it.
yeah. I've always thought it'd be cool. Eventually it'll rot someday, but I've always thought it'd be cool to have him come out and like carve an ear of corn or Herky the Hawkeye or something into it.
That'd be cool.
And have that at the farm.
Yeah.
But knowing our luck, we would carve it and then lightning would hit it 4 days later and ruin it.
Now.
So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think they said they're going to ask me to come back again next year. So we have Josiah has me on video auctioning. So I guess when the video comes out, you can judge what you think.
There we go. Look forward to seeing it.
What do you think, Josiah? Be honest.
I didn't know what to
Better
think.
or worse than you thought I'd be? Or just no thought?
Not really any thought. I could at least understand you.
Yeah.
I can't understand the other auction guys.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what are you saying?
Josiah was just constantly going around the circle, getting all these awesome videos and stuff. And I think all these people were like watching us, like, who are these people? I don't know if they thought we were like from local doing something or
People
something.
were staring at me.
Oh yeah, people were constantly looking at us as we
Oh
walked
no,
around doing video.
I didn't even realize. I was just looking at my
and it was
camera.
funny. We were like guessing when they first about 20 minutes in. Josiah had me like talking to the camera and
Guess
guess
what they
I
were
thought were gonna
carving?
be.
Yeah, before
I
you
was
could even
way
tell.
off.
Yeah, that's why I did that, because I wanted it before you could even
So
tell.
the corn I thought was going to be a cowboy boot. Way off.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know what I guessed on some of the other ones, but they were terrible guesses. But it was cool. Each guy has like 5 chainsaws. There was actually a gal there. She won third place overall at the end of the weekend. It was her first time ever doing a carving competition, she said. But they had like 5 chainsaws each. They got their leaf blowers are blowing the sawdust off, and they brought like torches and paint so they could burn stuff into them. It was really cool.
That's sweet.
Yeah. You should go next year.
Yeah.
Be a cool little time for you and Kel. Josiah and I had some delicious beverage each and some delicious food. It was good. Anyway, so that was my updated Wood, Wine, and Blues. The other thing we talked about, the Hanover Fest barbecue cook-off, never happened.
Oh, really?
It got canceled.
Man.
And honestly, I was more looking forward to that.
The barbecue fest for sure.
Yeah, so I was going to be the celebrity judge.
Aw.
And that night I actually ran over to Hanover Fest just to see a couple friends who were in town I hadn't seen for a little while.
Yeah.
For an hour.
Yeah.
And the gal who was kind of in charge of it that year, she sees me and she was all sad. She goes, "Man, you'd have been the perfect judge." I was so pumped about that.
Man.
No one showed up though. So they bought all these turkey fillets and ribs and stuff that people were supposed to cook.
Really?
And then no one showed up.
Why not?
I mean, it was it was the Iowa State Kansas State game, Wood, Wine, and Blues same week. I think it was just maybe a bad planned weekend
Stuff.
But
they're always that weekend though.
Yeah,
Hanover's always that.
That's
weekend.
true, but it's always only been on Sunday. And now they tried to make it a 2-day thing where they added in some more younger, so some young people in the church are kind of in charge now. And they thought, it'd be fun to have a bags tournament.
Yeah.
And we'll do a concert and a barbecue cook-off. And they said there was maybe a little pushback from the traditional crowd.
Gotcha.
But they did say like 5 or 6 people told them, like, oh, yeah, we'd love to be a part of that next year. We didn't even know that was going on. So maybe a little bit better marketing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was promoting it on my social media.
That's one of the challenges of rural America is that there's only so many people to go around.
That's the thing.
You know?
You got to find good weekends
and
to do it.
if you got a couple things heading it off, then it can be a real challenge to get everybody to come.
Yep. So, yeah, when I got there Saturday, there was not a lot of people there, and I could sense like a lot of the people in charge were kind of bummed. But by the time I left, there was probably, I don't know, 200 people there.
Well, that's
hanging out, watching the concert, eating
that's
food.
Awesome.
So it was a good time.
I think that's probably good.
Yeah. But man, I went to the farm 5 o'clock Saturday morning, started doing chores in the dark, getting a bunch of stuff done. And then because Josiah and I were going to go over there at 9.
Yeah.
And I was going to like walk around, talk to the people while they're cooking,
Yeah.
asking them the direction they're taking it, any secret sauces, and make it really fun. And then I got a call from my buddy at 8 o'clock. Said, well, no one showed up, so we canceled it.
Oh, man.
It was a bummer. But it allowed me to watch the Iowa State game.
I was sad because
Yes.
I was hoping I could get meat.
I know. We were going to get free turkey fillets and pork ribs.
Oh, that sounds really good.
And Noise Kitchen was there. An unbelievable.
As long as we don't,
I've heard about it. I've heard
I
about
don't
it.
have a repeat from that one weekend.
Dude, orange chicken, fried rice, crab rangoon, egg rolls, noodles. Noise Kitchen is where it's at.
Yeah.
We should get them as a sponsor, and they could just pay us in money and food.
Or just food, really.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
So yeah, that was the events that have been going on in my life currently. One was pretty good, and one got canceled, and it was sad.
Yeah.
So hey, you were telling me about this ESPN 8 the Ocho come to life
Oh, yes.
that you've been watching.
Have you watched
tell.
ESPN News at all lately?
No, I haven't watched ESPN in a long time.
They've had some really awesome stuff on. This was 2 nights ago. You know, you're just flipping through the channels, and I stumble across adult big wheel racing, where they're sitting down. You know, you got the big front wheel and the trike,
Those 3-wheelers,
and
right?
they're racing back and forth. And so they
On actual big wheels?
well, they're a little
bigger
modified.
ones?
They're a little
Okay.
modified.
Okay.
And there are obviously teams, and so you've got a kind of a cylinder at the end of the run that you have to hold a glass of water as you ride your big wheel down, dump it in the cylinder, drive back, change people, and then you drive, and then they fill your can. You drive down, and then you dump it in, and the first one to fill up the cylinder at the end wins the race.
Yeah.
And so it was really actually pretty fun to watch, and all these teams have fun stuff. And I was like, that is a rural America. That's a rural America deal right there.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
should put that in their
We should
local
make
town thing.
We should start ESPN 8 the Ocho Fest.
I mean, it was great. And then the week before, flipping through the channels,
Yeah.
they had dry land snowmobile drag races on grass.
Okay,
And so,
that doesn't sound safe.
I will say that the video quality was terrible and that the announcing was also subpar. But
This is my in. I
And
could be
you
the
would kill
announcer for
this.
this stuff
You would
because
kill this.
I'd be not as
Yeah.
good as like Gus Johnson, but good enough for this.
But it was the actual people that were talking about the racing weren't that bad, but the videos, they had one camera set up at the start line and then one set up towards the end, but it wasn't far enough back to where you would see them finish. Mm-hmm. So
Good Lord, so you never know who won?
So you didn't really know who won. But you also, they would be talking, and there's all this prep time to get these 4 snowmobiles lined up. There would be all this prep time, and then they would be talking, and then the rear shot would go. They would miss the camera that was supposed to be by the start line, and so then the snowmobiles would take off, and they'd be like, "Oh no!" And then they would switch to the start line, but the snowmobiles were already gone, and then they would switch back to one at the end, but you wouldn't see them finish.
No.
It was a total disaster. But it was cool to see that there are snowmobile races on grass on ESPN.
Dude, that'd actually be a legit way to get more use out of your snowmobile. I bet people would do that.
It trashes snowmobiles, I think,
Oh, yeah,
when
for
you do
sure.
that. So I don't know if they're putting a special drive belt thing on
Yeah.
there or whatever, but
The grass belt.
yeah,
So-
maybe it is.
You know that this was like, I bet the production, ESPN's probably like, well, we need to fill slots and sell ads. So but I bet these people probably took care of the production. They just give it to ESPN for very little. And
Exactly.
ESPN's going to make a ton of money on some
Exactly.
cheap ads on it.
Yeah.
And these people are probably like, oh, we got to be on ESPN with
Yeah.
our production.
Yeah, exactly.
But then their production stinks. So I guess it's a win-win. Those people are pumped they're going to be on ESPN.
Yeah.
ESPN's like, sweet,
Yeah.
cheap programming that we can sell cheap ads for and make money.
The adult big wheels had way better video presentation. They actually
Okay.
had a guy on a small little 4-wheeler buggy
Okay.
that had a camera rig on it that was self-mounted, with gimbals and stuff, so it wasn't bouncy.
Oh, nice.
And so you would have this shot of the 2 big wheel racers coming at you as he was driving away from them.
Yeah.
They were coming towards it. It was pretty solid. That was pretty
That's sick.
solid.
Man, this is a new revenue stream for us. Let's just do better production and do something like this here and sell it to ESPN.
I mean, sure.
What
sure.
can we
Yeah,
do?
because our production is super
Yeah, we're
good.
the best at production.
We're so
We'd be
good at
better than
it.
the snowmobile people.
I don't know.
We just got to convince like a bunch of people to come watch and take 20 people to hold cameras.
I do not have the time.
20
for
people to hold cameras.
I don't know. Or we could just do GoPro footage.
Yeah, because that would make the production
We
better.
should make like corn maze racing
that. On big wheels.
where we take out like
Electric big
we
wheels.
take out like my tractor with a loader on it. I'll take out and I'll flatten down through cornfields, and we'll lose a lot of corn, but we'll make money back in the production, and we sell to ESPN, and we'll have people race through our corn mazes.
On one wheels. Have you
we'll
seen
have a
the
drone.
one wheels before?
We'll have someone with a drone following them so we can get the drone footage for ESPN, and that drone company will be a sponsor. Let's make money.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I think I'd rather just write the seed script so it doesn't plant anything in those areas.
Okay, fair.
Rather than having to go run it all down.
What's the point of planning it than smashing it?
Yeah, I think we can do better than that.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Precision ag,
This
Adam.
is why it's a group effort, a group think.
So how
as
much
you
money
might
do you think
say.
we make from that compared to how much we put into it?
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know, millions.
Millions.
No way.
Wow.
What kind of brain you got?
All right.
Oh my gosh.
So August 31st is National Eat Outside Day,
Oh, right.
and I got to thinking we should list our ultimate picnic menus. Since when you have a picnic, you eat outside.
This is a take with you.
Yeah, take it with you to. You have a day at the woods, like with your family. You're gonna go do some hiking, hanging out, maybe throw a frisbee, shoot some hoops, and then you're gonna sit down and have a picnic with the fam, and then
Okay.
maybe go home that night. So, what?
Where are you going to shoot hoops if you're out in the woods?
Well, like the county parks will have like hiking trails.
Oh,
and we
that's
might have
what
a
you mean.
basketball
I
court
just
there.
heard you say about woods.
Yeah, I was thinking specifically of like, so me, my sister, mom, and dad back in the day, a lot of times on Sundays, we would like pack up a picnic, go to the Northwoods, BB County Park, Peterson Park, whatever you want to call it, up there by Peterson, Iowa. We would hike, see all the cool stuff. We'd play basketball, throw frisbee, and we'd always eat a meal there sometimes.
Always eat a meal there sometimes.
Well, I was going to say sometimes we would bring like burgers and hot dogs to grill
yeah.
there.
Sure.
But then I feel like it becomes more of a cookout, not a picnic.
That's right.
So this is picnic specific.
Okay.
But that's what I was thinking of. Those days are great, man. I miss those days.
Okay. What's your
Young and carefree.
what's your entree?
All right. My entree is a cold meat sandwich that consists of capicola, salami,
Didn't see
Swiss
that one
cheese,
coming.
Shocker.
and tomato.
Swiss.
Swiss is the best cheese. Every sandwich is infinitely better with tomato.
Swiss is. Never mind. I'm not going to
just
get into
move-
that.
just move along.
It's hands down the best cheese
Move
on planet
along,
Earth.
move along.
All right. I see a future cheese ranking happening on this
Yes,
episode,
absolutely.
on this podcast.
Absolutely. Can't wait.
So it's just capicola, salami, Swiss, tomato, maybe a little mayo. That's all we need. Maybe a little mustard.
I'm just happy you didn't say Kobe Jack was the best cheese.
No, it's not. It's not even top 5. So that's my entree.
Okay.
Gosh, I love a good cold cut.
I'm going cold pulled pork sandwich.
Sounds so good.
Yeah. You can't do cold brisket because there's always too much fat. You know, there's the
Cold pulled
there's the
pork.
cold. There's the cold. Yeah. So cold pulled pork.
That's one of the beauties of like pulled pork. I made some buffalo chicken dip, and like you don't have to heat that up. You can just grab some out there and just
right.
eat it like cold.
That's right.
And like a lot of this stuff, people think, oh, it has to be hot. You got to take the time to reheat. No,
Yeah.
honestly, that buffalo chicken dip, you just throw on a bread and have a nice little buffalo chicken
You could
sandwich.
do that. You could do that. I'm on for my sides. I'm thinking charcuterie ish. All right. So
Ooh.
small cherry tomatoes, orange tomatoes, hummus with some carrots and some peppers to dip in the hummus. That's a for sure coming with me.
Man, yours is more.
Maybe a little bit of
Yours is less white trash than
the
mine.
pita, little pita
Yes.
triangles.
Yes. Yours is less white
Pita
trash
crackers.
than mine.
Can I mention mine would be an egg salad sandwich?
Egg salad's good.
That would be good. That's good. I like that. That might
Speaking
take
of
mine
that,
over.
I actually went with a family from our church. Used to hang out with their son a lot when I was little, and I went on a picnic with them once to Martin's Access, a little camping area by Cherokee, and they brought egg salad sandwiches, and I guess they never checked with my parents if I liked them, and I thought they were horrendous. And I took one bite, almost threw up, and did not eat them. I ate everything else except that. I think they also brought tuna salad, which I love. I thought egg salad was disgusting.
That's
but now
wild.
I love it.
Oh man, egg salads.
Yeah, it's wild
really,
to think
really good.
Yeah.
someone would like tuna salad, but not like egg salad.
I know, man.
Yeah, that is weird.
I was a weird as a kid, weird as an adult.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I would. So my sides would be pasta salad, no olives. Get those freaking olives out of here. The pasta salad, I love like the rotini, and you do like some onion, green pepper in there, and tomato, and little cubes of cheese. No olives. Very light on the dressing. Some of these people way overdo the dressing. You just need a little bit of the dressing. And then creamy broccoli salad would be my other side.
Creamy broccoli salad.
I love that.
What
that
a
broccoli salad.
Midwestern thing to say.
That broccoli salad that has raisins in it.
Oh yeah.
And the cream.
We call it broccoli Waldorf with some walnuts in it.
Yes. Gosh, it's so
Yeah,
good.
that's good. And if you get lucky, maybe a tiny little bit of bacon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, tiny little bit of what?
bacon.
Oh, I thought you said paint.
No, not usually.
Bacon. Gotcha.
Lead free.
I would also do kettle cooked chips. This is where mine gets more white trash than yours. Maybe some just plain potato chips or like some
Pull open
salt
the
and
bag.
vinegar kettle cooked chips. And then my dessert would be fresh watermelon. Just give me fresh watermelon. I don't need an actual sweet. I just want fresh watermelon.
Watermelon would be good. I'd also be fine with kind of an Oreo fluff salad.
Yes. Absolutely.
Once
Or
again,
Snicker
Midwestern
salad?
salad.
Yeah,
What
but
about
they're
Snicker
so
salad?
Snicker salad.
Salad
would
with
be
air
wonderful.
quotations.
Salad.
Salad that each bite comes with 400 calories.
Yes, I love it. My drink of choice, actually, I don't like champagne normally, but a mimosa for a picnic would be
Yes.
good.
Ooh,
Would be
yeah.
really good.
Heck yeah.
Glorious.
Yes. And
Yeah.
just a nice light mimosa. I like more orange juice than champagne,
I'm with you.
but just to get the bubble.
Yep. Mine would be yellow lemonade.
I'm gonna be like a semi-dry red wine.
Oh,
Fancy. I definitely am the most white trash.
yes, he's very fancy.
Give me lemonade.
Egg salad and wine. I don't know if that's.
salad and
I don't think
wine.
that's fancy.
farts are gonna stink.
I'm pulled pork and champagne. What does that tell you? That's good.
All right. Well, that was fun. Thank you for entertaining me with food talk.
Yeah, that's good.
Usually when I look, sometimes I'll like go to the National Day calendar just because a lot of times I'm just curious about the absurdity of holidays we've created. But then I'll see something like, ooh, that could be turned into a bit.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's catch up on the farm, buddy.
All right.
I noticed that you're next door. There's a lot going on here. I see some forklifts. I see all sorts of stuff happening.
It's just a busy time of year trying to get ready for fall. And yeah, I don't know. It's that time of year where you're trying to juggle a bunch of different things, right? Trying to get stuff cleaned up, trying to organize, switch everything around in the sheds, which we did a majority of that already. But our combine's going off to get worked on here shortly. We've got most of the parts in before we start tearing into that.
What's wrong with it?
Nothing really is super wrong with it. We are very, very fortunate that we have a guy that lives about 5 miles from here that used to work at a Case dealership. And so he primarily works on all of our larger machinery. And so
Is
he'll
it more
come
just
over.
like a harvest prep?
Yeah, for the most part, just harvest prep stuff and a lot of the fluid stuff. But we've got our chopper and the sieves in there. They're out of alignment for some odd reason, and so they're sitting kind of against one side, and you can see it starting to wear. So we have to kind of get in there and evaluate what's up with that. And then the big rotor, we're actually changing out all the concaves and stuff on that. So we got a few things that we're doing. Nothing huge. Which is great because everything is crazy expensive and corn's worthless.
Yep.
So,
Not great right now.
a little bit of harvest prep,
Yeah.
but
So the choppers are what, for those of you listening who don't know, chop the stalk to allow the corn to feed in.
yeah.
Your rotor is kind of what pulls it through. Your concave is what you can change, like concave settings to allow more corn, less. What do you? I guess we just call it trash. Less leaves and dust and trash in and stuff like that.
Well, the throat of the combine, so that draws it all in. It goes through the rotor, and then it shells all the corn off the cob.
Yeah.
And then as it gets into the back, there's the chopper knives, and then there's the sieve plates underneath, which they shake out all the corn, and the corn drops through, goes up the elevator, dumps in the top.
And when you look in your tank, you're like, ooh, that corn's not as clean as I'd like.
Right.
And you can adjust
There's
your settings and
adjustments
stuff.
to be made
yeah.
in the combine. Yep. So we've got a few things that we're going to work on, but nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Nothing
Cool.
crazy. Yeah.
Right on.
How about you?
I've had a few new calves here finally.
Wow.
I remember my dad and I were talking the other day. We got to thinking like, yeah, I think we had like.
It's September.
I know. I don't know what happened I don't know what's going on with the bulls, man. Obviously things were getting bred in December and January if I'm having calves now. So I'm trying to figure out what in the world happened. But I don't know, maybe the bulls were fighting over cows and stuff. So I've separated them this year, like I mentioned. So I'm doing rotations, 2 of them out there at a time. Then I'll rotate them out, put 3 out there, hopefully get it more efficient.
Okay.
But my dad and I were talking. I was like, yeah, I think we had like 10 or 12 last year in September too.
Wow.
So I had a few. So that was nice. I'm also dealing with some foot rot right now on the farm because a lot of mud brings a lot of foot rot when they're having to walk through mud to get up to the feed and water. And so I've had so many limping cows.
Sure.
So I have 2. I still have 2 left in the barn out of like 10 that I've had to treat for foot rot this year. One of them that had its calf yesterday can barely walk right now. It's like it takes like all of its effort to just take a step to go get food and stuff. And I've treated it with Draxin, which is insanely expensive. And I've given it Banamine, which is a pour-on you give it to help with swelling and pain, and it's still not better. So I'm going to have to go call the vet and see if there's something else I can give it.
Yeah.
But that's what comes with wet years is foot rot. And in very, very dry years, when you kick dust up in the eyes and everything, that's when you get pink eye. Last year we had pink eye. This year we had foot rot.
Do you see... Visually, can you see it before they start limping, or do you see them limping and then you have to?
No, it's hard to see it. It just kind of comes out of nowhere.
Yeah,
so that's why every single day when we're feeding them, we're always out there with the 4-wheeler, like really driving through them, giving them a good look.
Yeah,
because one day everything looks great, and the next day all of a sudden there's a cow that's way behind all of them that can barely walk.
Yeah,
comes on fast.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a zucchini. You don't catch that zucchini in time;
Man,
it gets too big.
Huge.
Throw it in the ditch, wasted.
What a great comparison.
Yeah. So. That's kind of what's been going on my farm now. I might sell some cows, which maybe sounds crazy to people with the price they're at right now, but I might actually sell some cows that are these late ones that are bred and use them to put in some cement over by where my feed pile is.
Okay.
And with the price the way it is, maybe I'll have a little cash left over to throw in the old savings account for next year.
Yeah.
As a little security fund to pay Josiah in case the cattle market tanks.
Well, and I just heard that there was a packing plant that said, you know what, we're sick of losing money on these cows, so we're going to slow down the slaughter and we're not going to slaughter as many.
I don't like that.
Well, and I thought that doesn't seem right.
You still need meat.
The one I can't imagine that they are losing that much money.
No,
that doesn't.
Talk.
That's all talk. And I think and that wasn't JBS or Tyson, but I would not be surprised if they come out and they say, you know what, we're going to do the same just to push the price down, and they keep price the same and
cattle market.
Right.
It did go down $1.50 yesterday, but everything's green today.
Well, I think that might have been why they heard some news like that.
Yeah. Well,
go insure your cattle, I suppose, if you want to. Yeah. For $3,700 a piece.
Kind of wild. I paid $1,900 for bred heifers, 50 bred heifers. 2017, I paid $1,900 for 20 bred heifer or for 50 bred heifers. Bred heifers now are like high threes.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4,000.
Yeah. Some of them might get to that here later in the episode.
Wow.
We shall see. Huh? All right, there it was. There was a Josiah noise. All right. If you don't have anything else on the farm, I say let's talk about Sheldon Power and Equipment and get into it.
Sheldon Power and Equipment.
Yeah, they're good people. Good people over there. By the way, Mitch coming on this episode next week. Don't know when you guys will hear it, but to us, he's coming on next week.
Yes, we are. Yep.
I'm going to come up with some good questions about him. I might let you kind of lead the way on that one, and I'll come up with questions as well.
It's going to be great.
Can't wait to meet him.
Does he have a little jingle? Sheldon Power and Equipment have a little jingle or something.
Well, I think let's wait and see if he can do the jingle for us, and we're going to find out.
Yeah, there you go.
Make him sing it.
Got to start adding a jingle to our segments.
Melanders, where customers sell their friends.
Send their friends.
I always say sell because it's funny.
What
Send,
you
because it's
need,
funny.
you need
Send
it
their
at
friends.
Bomb Cars.
Hold on,
Guaranteed.
stop dropping other people's places here. We're talking about Sheldon Power and Equipment.
Speaking of Sheldon Power and Equipment, I was on their website the other day looking at buildings, looking at their ProTech buildings and their calving buildings.
You getting a little interested?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Don't really want to spend that kind of money, but
All you got to do is sell like 3 cows and
Dude,
pay
those-
for a building.
their calving buildings look sick.
Yeah.
Kind of want one.
Yeah.
I kind of want to tear down my current calving shed and put it in there, but I was also like, well, my dad and I have talked about putting in cement north of his house in this kind of dirt lot we have and putting a building there.
Yeah.
We could do it there as well, but it's the setup we have. It's so much easier for them to calve at my grandma's place, not my dad's place. We'd have to change the whole system around, and that just seems annoying.
Yeah.
But man, those calving buildings look nice. It's always been my dream to have one that has like 10 pens in it, hanging gates that are on chains, little walk-through doors that's easy to move in. This had it all.
Yeah.
So for those of you out there that are very serious about a building, check out Sheldon Power and Equipment.
Absolutely.
They have sweet options. Hoop buildings, calving buildings, building that you can do to store your hay in, your silage.
Yep.
They got it all.
They do.
Do they sell sheds, like pre-built sheds?
I don't know if they do a traditional pole barn, but they have pretty much every other option that you could want. Yeah.
Yeah, their buildings
Big hoop
section
buildings.
is sweet.
Big hoop buildings.
Yeah, so
What about smaller sheds that you put in like a backyard? That's a pretty big size.
I don't know.
like
Check
a
it out.
she shed?
We'll have to ask
I
him.
was thinking about turning like a studio.
Yeah.
Backyard, build a little shed.
Yeah, we'll ask him.
It's Mitch. He could get it.
I'm sure he could get it.
We're going to make him by talking like that. So, yeah, and we also have one of our buildings, our cattle buildings at my dad's place, has to the south of it an area. We have a fence line feed bunk, kind of gets muddy there, nasty, and get tired of constantly cleaning out, especially this year, cleaning out feed that just got rained on and disgusting.
Yeah.
My dad has been wanting, and the roof's getting kind of bad on the building. My dad's been wanting to go from like the pitch of the building and build like a little lean-to over it. And we've talked to a place in Storm Lake that refuses to come look at it after they keep saying they will. So that's why I originally was looking at Sheldon Power and Equipment. I was like, well, we should get a hold of them. Maybe they can come out and look at it. We build like kind of like a hoop building style lean-to onto the building and cover the bad part of the roof on the building. And because the rafters and stuff are good, it's just the shingles. And we were like, well, instead of get up there and re-shingle or put tin, maybe we just build this, and then it keeps the feed clean. Also, we can drive right in there with the feeder wagon.
Right.
So that's why I was looking. So Sheldon Power and Equipment has some sweet buildings if you guys are interested.
That's it. I just
should
talked to
check them
Mitchell
out.
yesterday. He was heading down to Nashville for the, I don't know if it's got to be like a U.S. trailer conference expo.
Whoa.
Yeah, so when I talked to him yesterday, he was heading to Minnesota, was having kind of, that little fancy, rooftop deal in Nashville where everybody gets together and powwows. And so he was pretty pumped to go down there.
And everyone there is going to be like, how do we make our business as good as yours in Sheldon, Iowa?
That's right.
And he'll be like, here's how.
Yep.
You go
Get
on
on
this
a
podcast. Oh, we're thinking the same. So shop at Sheldon Powered Equipment where friends send their friends.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Melanders.
We're going to make
And
a
their
jingle.
frenemies.
Thanks, Melanders.
Yeah, and their frenemies. Their frenemies. Sheldon Powered Equipment is so good they even send their frenemies there.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yep.
All right. For the rural America segment, before we get into the auction, I once brought up to you that something about rural America is that everywhere you go, you bump into someone you know, and that sometimes could be a good thing, sometimes could be a bad thing. And I have a story to go along with this, and I thought we could break down some more scenarios maybe. But I have a funny story to go along with this. So I ate and drank my way through college.
Okay.
Not healthy.
Sure.
Lived a bad life. Very gluttonous, non-Jesus life.
Okay.
And gained like 140 pounds, 150 pounds. And actually, no, I gained like 120 between start of college to like 3 years after college. And one day, I remember I was out like working on the farm, and I had like these little sores that started on my leg. And they just kept getting worse and worse. It wouldn't heal. And so I remember one day I was like, all right, I either have bad circulation or this is diabetes. 90% of me knew it's probably diabetes. So I set up a doctor appointment. I know my doctor well. And I said the same thing to him. He goes, I don't even have to test you. He goes, I know this is diabetes. So we had to have the serious talk about, it's time to get your freaking life together, bro.
Yeah.
You're way too fat. I was pushing 400 pounds, Dave. 400. That's a lot of pounds.
That's a lot of
Thank
Adam.
God
That's
I
a lot
was dedicated to lifting weights and stuff so I could support that weight and didn't need to be one of them hover around people at the fair. So I was like, all right, let's do it. It's time to eat healthy, get rid of this type 2 diabetes, get my life back together. So part of this is they make you take classes at the hospital.
Really?
So you have to go there and take like 3 different courses. They teach you about carbohydrates. They teach you about blood sugar and all this stuff. I had to start counting my carbs because carbohydrates was the main thing they wanted me to focus on. Obviously, if you're eating less carbs, you're also going to be eating less calories. So you had to take this class. They taught me how to test my blood sugar and do all this stuff. And I like dove all in. I was like, I'm going to be the model patient.
Yeah.
So I go to my first class for diabetes class to the hospital. I have to go to the check-in desk. Who's sitting there? But one of my friend's wives that I did not know worked at the hospital, who I hadn't seen in a while. And I basically had to sit there in front of her. You know, she has kids. She's in shape. She's got her life together. And I basically had to sit there and register for this class where I clearly don't have my life together. I've let myself go. I'm super fat. I have type 2 diabetes. And I was like, this is a funny story about how sometimes it can be bad to live in rural America and know all these people. Because here I am having to take the biggest slice of humble pie. And she was super nice and cool and like everything. But the whole time I was sitting in that class, I was so embarrassed. And then that was even more motivation.
Yeah.
I lost 140 pounds, worked my tail off. My numbers got amazing. Every single weigh-in and appointment I had at the hospital, the nurses were like fired up, cheering me on. My doctor was pumped.
Nice.
My doctor told me, he goes, I should have you like come teach these classes on how to do this because most people don't like do this as well as you've done. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I like took it very seriously.
Yeah.
Like went out to eat, didn't get steak, got like tuna and fish with rice instead of like steak and veggies or fries and stuff like that. And so, but yeah.
Why'd you say veggies like it was a bad thing?
I don't know. I don't know.
Steak isn't a bad thing either.
I know. Well, it had a lot of calories in it. I don't know. I told you, I just freaked out and said, I have as healthy as possible. I got to do it.
Fish is good.
Yeah.
Fatty acids.
But yeah, that's long story short. I had to take the humble pie because I knew the person at the checkout desk who was basically checking me in as my life was falling apart.
There are some serious benefits to that too, though, because a lot of people will hold you more accountable.
True.
When they know you.
Yeah.
Don't get in trouble in the law in rural America. People will hold you accountable.
We hope
anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope they would. And even if they don't, you're like in the back of my mind, I was like, I know she told her husband who I'm friends with, and then I know she's thinking about it. So I have to, this is extra motivation that I have to do this right.
She
and get
probably
better.
didn't give it even a thought after
Adam.
she left there that night,
Schizophrenic Adam.
Yeah, so I ended up losing 140 pounds, just stopped lifting. All I did was like run and walk and eat super healthy, learn how to count carbs and all that stuff. And I remember I had to go in for like my 4th or 5th like checkup with the lady. Eventually they told me you don't have to take this medicine anymore. You don't have to check your blood sugar anymore. Your numbers are so good.
Great.
But I remember there was a questionnaire that said, do you have any questions so far in this process? It was like my 4th follow-up. You had to get on this medication called metformin. Gives you the squirts.
Really?
And I remember writing on this application, said, do you have any follow-up questions? And I wrote down, yes. Will the diarrhea ever stop? And I handed it to the lady, and she read it and laughed. She goes, no one's ever written that down before. I go, well, you're going to get it from me. Do you have
and then she said no. Then she said no. It won't ever stop.
Eventually it did. Yeah. So shout out my friend Brett. He has type 1 diabetes, and I always tell him, like, well, I beat diabetes. Why can't you? And he gets very mad when I say it.
That's so inconsiderate.
It really is.
So inconsiderate.
He agrees.
No, man.
Have you ever had a situation like that where it's like, oh, crap, I ran into someone I knew this was kind of awkward?
Oh, man.
You seem like someone who's got their life put together, so probably not.
The awkward scenarios, I don't remember any awkward scenarios. I see people that I catch, that I know all the time.
Yeah.
But Yeah.
I have like I wrote down like depending on the setting, it could be awkward or it could be comforting.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is if you want to go to something, but no friends want to go to it or they can't go to it,
Yeah.
there might still be someone there. For example, a festival or I don't know. If the Iowa Corn Growers Association is holding an event in a hotel ballroom somewhere, you want to go to that? No one does. Well, you're likely to see someone you kind of know there that you can sit with and have conversation with. And it's kind of that comforting feeling like, oh, I know them. Now there's someone here I can talk to. I don't have to talk to strangers.
I can relate to it in that way that when we sold real estate, we would go to a lot of events in Colorado.
Yeah.
And you can go to a lot of those events and not see a single person that you know. And that's no fun because then you're trying to create, some sort of fake relationship to try and sell something eventually. And it's just, that's not very fun.
Yeah.
I'd much rather go somewhere, obviously, that some people. And it takes a little effort to shake hands and kiss babies. But it's way better when you can go somewhere and you actually know a handful of people. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah.
I wrote that you have to, and this is a little more serious, you have to be secure, like in your marriage or even as a single person here. Because one thing about running into people is that, unfortunately, like people will like make accusations or assumptions or judge you. Like, I love to go out to eat by myself sometimes. I love to go to movies by myself. You always see someone there, and like, you just get this, like, you can see them give you this weird look. Like, people think it's so weird if you go do something by yourself with that. And I was like, I enjoy it. Also, I feel like I have a lot of friends who are married, very good marriages. They also love, like, having that alone time occasionally. It's healthy for him. Like, the wife doesn't like movies, so he'll go by himself. And, like, but then people are judging, like, oh, they're not here together. What's going on there?
Yeah.
So and especially as a single person, too, I feel like sometimes people feel bad for you or judge you.
Yeah.
People need to mind their own business.
Exactly, right? That's one part. I mean, I know this podcast is about building up rural
buzz
America, but that is an aspect about rural America that I
Sorry.
feel like I should touch on, is that unfortunately, like, that's why it's easier to like go with someone because people make their preconceived notions and stuff.
Yeah. Just go with a buddy.
Yeah.
Kelly and I like vastly different movies and shows and stuff. So that would be one. We will go see something together. Like we went to Top Gun together.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on, who wouldn't go to Top Gun?
Exactly.
Right.
I've never seen either Top Gun.
Jeez. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
But no one takes me. No one invites me. So I don't like going to movies by
You have to
myself.
be comfortable going on your own, Josiah.
I don't. I'm not that big into movies to be worth spending that money.
And it's just that I would probably go to movies more if there was one in my town,
Yeah.
But I got to go drive 30-some minutes to get there, and I'm not.
I used to go to movies a lot, and now I'm just like
and 3 kids, and you want to be home.
That
for bedtime.
plays a role.
You want to be home for bedtime, and I'm not going to
Yeah.
go out for a 9:00 movie anymore. It's just part of it.
Yep. Yeah. Before I got like this busy, I mean, probably 2 times a month I was going to a movie in Storm Lake.
Yeah.
And it's just something I love to do, even if I'm not like super pumped for the movie. I just still love to go see a movie and eat popcorn.
Yeah.
But we should all go to movies more together.
I did go to a few movies when I was in Ohio.
There you go.
Saw the new Alien. Saw Am I Racist?
What did you go? You and me went to a movie together once in Storm Lake, but I don't remember what it was. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Power Rangers.
Also, before we move on, I wanted to know. This is something I thought about a while back. Yeah, we should
That's
share.
why I don't go to movies, David.
Doesn't matter.
We should share a childhood, like on the farm or rural America, like core memory. Like for some reason, I just remember this so vividly. It'll never leave me. It's nostalgic for me. Mm-hmm. I have a very specific one that's maybe my favorite memory or fondness of my childhood. And I'd love to hear yours as well. And maybe, Josiah, you have one as well. So the bank in Rembrandt, Iowa. So in the 80s, farming gets real bad. Mm-hmm. And the bank in Rembrandt, Iowa, which was called First National Bank, they're now combined, bought by a bank in Storm Lake. But they were one of the few banks around that decided to work with farmers, help with refinance, help them change loan amounts. Like, we're not going to just take all your farmland from you if you can't make your payment. Like, unfortunately, a lot of banks did. So now a lot of bank owners are also big landowners. So this bank ended up having a ton of farmers like go there, and it was a incredible move for them. They ended up being very successful.
Yeah.
So my dad banked there in Rembrandt. And so this core memory I have is my dad has to go to the bank. I want to ride along with him and hang out. And so my sister would come a lot too. So we'd ride to Rembrandt. And there's this gravel road called Roller Coaster Road, very well known around our parts. And we would take this to Rembrandt, and my dad would get going like 60. And so you climb up this big hill, and it goes straight down. And then it comes up really fast over another small hill, and then right up another hill and straight down. And the whole time, your stomach has the roller coaster feeling. It is crazy. And as a kid, you're terrified. You think we might go off the road and die. And my dad would go all in on this thing. And so every time, it's like, we're going to the bank. We're taking Roller Coaster Road. It's going to be amazing.
Is it a gravel road?
It's a gravel road.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then I remember always we had Paul Harvey on the radio. And then there was this, while my dad was in the bank, right down the street was this park in Rembrandt my sister and I would go play at. Or my dad might give each of us a couple bucks, and there was a general store in Rembrandt. We'd go get a pop and a candy bar. And there's just like such a core, vivid memory I have of like a great little afternoon with dad. We're going to the bank. We're going to ride Roller Coaster Road, maybe get a treat at the general store and play at the park.
Yeah.
And it just makes me long for that innocence and those fun days like that as a child with your dad. It was such a good time.
Yeah.
But man,
good.
Paul Harvey, that's where I learned about macular degeneration.
Hey?
Because he would always talk about, at the end of he always had a sponsor for some company that helped with macular degeneration, which is eyesight issues.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm Paul Harvey. Good day.
Good day.
Man,
Do
you have one core memory? Like, I have so many. Then we'll share more later, but what's one you got?
Most of mine revolve around harvest and or my grandma, Olympia, who our second daughter's named after. And harvest stuff was always my mom and dad farmed together, and they farmed a decent amount of acres for the late 90s, you know. And so they were going hard at it, and my grandma would come and she would sit in the front seat of the pickup, single cab pickup. Mm-hmm. And later on, I think that became an extended cab, but single cab pickup. And we had tractors and wagons at the time before we had trucks. Mm-hmm. And so my grandma would sit there and wait for either my mom or my dad to come around with the wagons. And then she would get out and she would crank open the wheel and let the corn flow out into the hopper. And that was just a really specific memory for me because I would sit there with her for hours while mom and dad were off in the field doing whatever. And she would always have word puzzles or word searches or
I love that.
all kinds of stuff. And so I'd sit there for a long time with grandma.
Right out here?
Yeah, we'd sit right down here by these bins and that was a lot of good times. Grandma kind of raised me too a lot, just through those harvest seasons and spring seasons. I spent a lot of time with grandma and I also, one of the other things I remember, and I think it's funny because when I moved back here 5-6 years ago, one of the things that I remembered so vividly in my childhood was sitting in the combine having an Annnnd cream soda. Yeah. That specifically is a memory of mine. And I brought that up to my dad and he's like, I don't remember doing that at all.
Dang
like,
it.
Really? That was one of your memories? Yes, that's my memory.
That's the thing is they just are doing a normal day in their life, but we're like,
soaking
this is huge to us. We're soaking it all in. And
that's right.
My dad, the same, I'll bring up stuff to my dad and he will not remember it.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you not remember this? This is like a core childhood memory for me.
Yep. Something about being in the combine and having an Annnnd cream soda is ingrained in here.
I love that. Yeah, I've got I have a lot of grandma stories that I'll tell later down the road when we do some of this occasionally. Yeah. They are a huge part of the farm though. Mm-hmm. So you got one, Hosh? Core childhood memory?
I can't think of one right now.
Besides being an early Quentin Tarantino? Directing your films?
Oh dear. I mean, when I was a kid, we used to go to South Dakota like every year.
There you go.
Our friends had a cabin out there that we'd always stay in. So anytime we got out there, got to run on rocks and climb rocks and going to Sylvan Lake and climbing Harney's Peak. That's a top tier moment.
Ooh, Sylvan Lake.
I do. Here we go. It was not a great moment,
you don't have
but
any
it was
pig
funny.
Stories? You got some pig stories?
I guess it's a moment where I rode the pig on accident. But no, when we were at South Dakota, we were up in the woods, and there's a bunch of rocks and stuff we can climb, and we were playing paintball. I thought I was in a pretty good position. I came up on this rock trying to look for everybody. All of a sudden, my brother Josh just like peers over the top and just shoots me like so close. Oh man, I got the biggest welt right on my. He shot me like right next to my belly button, biggest welt, and I was young, so I was like, oh, it hurt so bad.
I thought you were going to say like you peered over the rock and there's a rattlesnake looking at you.
Yeah. Actually, that happened with our old dog and Josh. We were walking down and there was a rattlesnake like right next to Josh, and our dog just started barking at it. It's random.
Good dog.
Yeah.
Good dog.
Ooh.
Good dog.
All right. Well, that was fun. Thank you for sharing, fellas.
Let's dive into the auction and see what we can find.
All right. Let's head on down to the auction.
Auction time.
Yeah.
Auction time.
All right.
Maybe Auction Time would like to be a sponsor. Did you get any hits from Big Iron on
Not
your video?
yet.
On your video.
Not
Come on,
yet.
Big Iron.
Come on, Big
Is
Iron.
there a small iron that's like a smaller company?
It's going to start calling you small aluminum if you don't step up.
Small copper.
All right. Crazy item first, or what would you like?
I don't care. Go with want.
My want. All right. What I found was I like cars, and
Yes.
if I had an unbelievable amount of money, I would collect cars, and it's a very fleshly desire to want as many cars as I could get, I think. But this is a really neat auction. It's called the Stan Lucas Collection. He was a big collector in California.
Okay.
And he has a collection of steam-powered automobiles.
What?
Yeah, they're all like brass and finely made. It's pretty dope. So I think that would be neat. I really enjoy going to like Thresherman's, which is the old school tractor shows where they use steam-powered tractors. And so I think the cars would be really sweet. They've got steam and brass, and they're called nickel era cars. They got 100 lots of these. It'd be pretty sweet.
Dang. Do you, how do they work? Do you have like burning coal on there or something, sending the steam through it?
That's a great question. I don't know if they do or not. I'm not sure how the actual steam is created.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there's steam pumps like gas pumps.
I don't know. I'm sounding
I
very
mean,
sounding very inept for wanting a steam powered
creates
automobile.
steam, Adam?
I really,
That was a joke.
I
Heat.
don't know.
Yes, water.
I know. I was trying to make a joke. Steam pumps. Anyway, that's cool.
Gosh.
My want is some AI'd black, white faced bred heifers.
AI.
Now, yeah, artificial insemination.
Oh,
AI. That's what AI is in the farming world.
Yeah.
In the cattle world.
Quit taking our lingo.
very different.
Artificial
meaning.
insemination. It's like a 3-step process. Yeah, it's like a 3-step process where you got to insert.
Okay.
You know how it is. So they're 30.
You want AI'd black bred heifers.
Yep.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. So the current bid is $3,400, $10 per head. 4 hours left for this auction, but I'm tossing around the idea. So my cattle herd is not getting any younger. So I'm at the point right now where it's like, well, I have one more payment to go to farm credit and then I'm debt free. And it's like, do I want to do that and add probably another year or two of payments to get like 15 more or
younger.
something? But the calves like are worth so much. Once you sell them, I could easily pay it off. I could set it up as like a 5-year payment, but pay it off in 2. But then it's like, man, I'll be completely debt free next year. But some of them are getting older. But then with the price it is, if some old ones got to go, or if they die, it's not as much of a hit because I don't have that $40-some thousand payment to farm credit. So I'm trying to figure out now if I want to get some more. I don't know. But I saw them and I was like, it's an addiction, man. You buy cows once and you want to keep getting them.
You're such a cattle farmer, man. You're such a cattle farmer.
Is there a benefit to having AI cattle?
You can, when you artificially inseminate them, you can really get it down to like a specific date calving, essentially. With a bull, you're like, well, he'll do it at some point within this time period, you think.
Yeah, how does that go?
Basically, if you AI, you don't end up in my situation. You can basically like AI 50 head to calve between like March 1st and March 10th. And then you can give yourself like a 20-day break where you clean out the shed, get them out of there, and then you could do like a 50 more that are supposed to come like March 30th to April 10th.
Is there a negative aspects of having an AI'd cattle?
They don't all take, so then you will want to have a bull with them just in case for cleanup. But no. Okay. I mean, other than that, it costs a little bit more. It takes more time. With the bull, I just turn the bull out and tell them to go do your job, boys. Whereas this, you got to get them all in and do step 1. Then like 4 days later, you got to get them all in, do step 2. Then like 4 days later, get them all in, do the final.
I was just wondering if there's sounded like there was like give or takes.
Because I've actually AI'd like 20 head one year. I think like 10 of them took, 10 of them didn't. It didn't end up going very well. But I was like, just gonna get more bulls. Because originally I was thinking I'll just keep 2 bulls, but then AI like 40 of them every year. Didn't like it. Just bought more bulls.
Sure.
So it is kind of wild though. They put this once they AI them, they put this patch across their back, insanely sticky patch. They stayed for like 2 months, but essentially, if they go into heat, the patch turns pink. Then you'll know that the AI didn't take. So you'll know that's when you better get out of there and get in with a bull so you can breed them. Pretty interesting process.
Wow, that is interesting.
So I gotta fix myself. I meant positives or negatives, not give or takes.
People knew what you meant.
Okay, just said it.
Yeah, I think they were dialed in.
Okay.
All right. What's your unique or weird or exciting or fun?
This lot just closed this week. You may have seen it on the news. 2007-2008 Upper Deck Exquisite Collection. Dual Logo Man autograph.
Jordan?
Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant on the same card.
Are you freaking kidding me?
One of one.
Those were basketball players?
One of one.
One of one.
One was made ever?
There's one of one.
Who made it?
Upper Deck.
Oh, yeah, you said that. Duh.
And so it has...
I'm excited right now.
It has a Kobe signature.
Yeah.
And a Michael Jordan signature. So apparently, sometime in this era, 2006, 7, 8, they came out with a kind of a platinum card that you could buy. It was like $500 for 5 cards. You would buy that, and then who knows what you ended up with.
Yeah.
But you had a real high chance of getting some high dollar cards, where rather than going to the store and buying 1,000 cards for $50, and there's an off chance that you get a big one.
Yeah.
Like never. Then you could buy. So anyway, this is a one of one, and it just sold for $12.9 million. Yep.
Who owned this?
Who owned it?
Like, so they made one of them. Did the card company just make it and keep it? Or did someone
was in
buy
one
this?
of the deck of 5. You pay $500 for this card pack of 5
Imagine
cards.
being that human.
And that's what they opened up.
Josiah, if that ever happens to me, I'm going to give you a significant raise.
Those guys are basketball players, right?
Oh, yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Michael Jordan's
For the
widely
Wizards?
considered the greatest of all time.
What's that?
The Wizards.
Michael Jordan did play for the Wizards for a short period of time.
The Celtics.
The Bulls. Chicago Bulls.
They were in the Chicago Bulls?
Tell him to stop.
Michael Jordan,
stop.
his whole career except for like 2 seasons was played with the Chicago Bulls.
I never knew that.
From 84 to 98. And the Wizards was
it's probably the Celtics. That's how you pronounce them, not Celtics.
2000,
He's
2001.
joking.
I'm not joking.
He's not a sports person.
Oh, wow.
2000, 2001 was the Wizards. Yeah, Michael Jordan is widely regarded as the best ever.
I knew Kobe Bryant because everyone says
Some people
Kobe.
say LeBron is the best ever, but Jordan's pretty widely regarded as the GOAT. Kobe was like Michael Jordan light. Almost exact same game, but some people say just not quite as good as Jordan.
Same era?
No, Kobe came after him. They overlapped for...
So Kobe was Michael Jordan 2.0.
Basically.
Pretty much.
They overlapped for 5 seasons, 6 seasons, something like that. So...
Yeah.
Dude... Man, 12 point. Imagine being that guy.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable.
12.9 million.
Yeah.
And now's the time to do it. Sports cards are hot right now. My buddy Steve used to buy cards and open them with his dad back in the day, and he told me he's gotten into doing it with his own son now. And he bought a pack the other day, and he sends me a Snapchat. He goes, check this card out. And he looks it up on eBay, and that card's been going for like $300-400. He has it listed right now, and the current bid's like over $200.
I should check some of my cards. I have a big folder of cards I used to open, mainly football. cards. Mm-hmm. I think I have some rookie cards.
We were all basketball cards as kids. We used to go. There was a little store in Shaler. There was a little store in Shaler that we used to go buy cards at. Then it kind of turned into a card store plus tanning salon, and then I'm pretty sure it was just a tanning salon.
I do like
every time you walked in, you're like, where'd the cards go?
I love the aspect of opening cards. Like, I don't care what the deck is. It's just, I don't know why it's so much fun to see what you get.
Yeah, it was awesome.
There is an excitement.
My brother and I were big into the card deal.
I love that.
Yeah.
I remember having a garage sale at my great aunt's house in Stormike back in the day, and my mom brought a ton of stuff over, and I had all my binders of cards, like 4 binders full of them.
Yeah.
And I remember having them there, and I was like, I'm going to sell hundreds of dollars worth of cards. I think I sold 2 for a total of like $3.
Yeah. All right. Big winner. Big hitter here.
Gosh, it was fun to buy cards back in the day.
My dad actually has some pretty good football cards from back in the day still.
Heck yeah, you should definitely get them checked.
Yeah.
What is that called when you get them graded?
Yeah,
graded. Yep.
Yeah.
I have a Michael Jordan rookie card and a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, both mint condition in plastic cases with like screws that hold them shut. And I found them the other day, and I was like so excited. Went and looked them up. Michael Jordan card, $17. Ken Griffey Jr. card, $14. Apparently, they were common rookie cards. I was so pumped. I was like, "Oh my gosh, is this worth $100,000?" Nope.
Gosh, no.
All right,
no, it's not.
My unique auction item is
changing it up. Unique.
Found on Charity Buzz. Something I'm going to go to frequently.
Yeah.
It is a putting contest against none other than Shooter McGavin himself,
really?
Christopher McDonald.
Wow.
This is happening on September 6th in Montana. So Shooter McGavin from the movie Happy Gilmore, played by the actor Christopher McDonald. He is the villain in Happy Gilmore 1.
There's a villain in Happy Gilmore?
Don't ruin it.
Anyway, Happy Gilmore 2. Go watch it on Netflix. So it says, if you have ever wanted to taunt a rival on the golf course by saying, somebody's closer, then now is your chance. Experience a one-of-a-kind putting contest with actor Christopher McDonald, best known as Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore. And you can do this on a private working ranch in Springdale, Montana, located along the Yellowstone River. You will also have the opportunity to hit the putting green for a closest to the pin challenge against other cast members of Happy Gilmore. Current bid on this is $450. They estimate it to go for $5,000. Now, this would be amazing, not only because putting against Shooter McGavin would be incredible. That's like a story for a lifetime. But him, other cast members, I just absolutely know my personality. I would become friends with them. I could get them to come on the podcast. They could introduce you to other people, and this could be an avenue into getting other people on the pod and helping the pod grow.
Sorry, but you're going to pay them to play golf with you. They're all going to be so fake.
Putting contest. You never
know.
know.
Is this Happy Gilmore 1 or Happy Gilmore 2 that you have other cast members with you?
Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh, so it's Happy Gilmore 2 cast members?
Happy Gilmore 2 cast members.
Okay, because I was going to say most of them from Happy Gilmore 1 are dead.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore 2 cast members.
Okay, all right.
So I just think this would be so fun. And even if they are fake, I've actually heard a lot of people say Christopher McDonald in person is an incredible human. Who knows about the other people? But it'd be a good time. A putting contest. I can get them to like me. And then I can get them to come on our shows.
Does this ranch have the course on it? Or what's the...
Doesn't say. Doesn't say the ranch name even.
Oh.
I guess if you win the bid, you probably find that out.
Sure.
So I just think that would be so much fun. Tell people you're going to go putt against Shooter McGavin, an iconic character.
Seems like a big Instagram-driven auction type thing, you know?
Probably.
It's like you pay a bunch of money, you go to these events, and you take the selfies with the people, and you do the stuff.
Or you're a video guy, and you just like, I'm playing golf with Shooter McGavin, make a whole video out of it.
Right. Serious.
Dude, speaking of Instagram, as I was looking through opportunities on Charity Buzz, a lot of them are like bid, you win this auction and like Mark Cuban will follow you on all of your social media. Like, can you imagine how dumb are people to pay for like thousands of dollars for that? Mark Cuban doesn't even run his social media. And even if he follows you, you're going to be able to tell your friends, yeah, Mark Cuban follows me. It's not going to lead to anything.
Definitely didn't pay for that.
So just so stupid. But someone out there is going to pay like $6,000 for that, just to have someone famous follow them on Instagram.
What about somebody, if they'll pay $6,000 for someone famous, what about someone that's not famous?
Yeah, like
what if I follow him?
What if someone paid
$50?
us like $100? $100, I'll follow you and I'll even talk about you on our podcast time.
Isn't that against their terms of service? Soliciting for followers and stuff?
Don't ask me. I'm not the lawyer.
No idea.
Well, I don't know either. I was just...
all right. That was another excellent adventure, Dave. What do you think?
Super excellent.
That was awesome, wasn't it?
It was great. Good job.
Yeah. Some of them are more like, man, we got a lot of things that happen to catch up on. Some of them are more farming related. You just never know.
I enjoy it regardless.
So that was fun. Well, people, thank you. Share this with your friends. Tell them to watch on YouTube. That's the full experience where you can see us on YouTube and all the facial expressions and excitement, whatever it might be. Tell people to follow us on social media. You get tons of videos coming out weekly, shorts, full-length videos on YouTube of all the shows we do. Hut Up Media is where it's at. I like to call it your one-stop shop for Midwest, 90s kid, nostalgic, rural life entertainment.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
That's great.
Put it on a shirt. Print the shirts, as they say.
I would say print that poem on some shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Let's roll.
All right. Yeah. Football season's here, baby. Get excited. Love you all. Thank you for taking time out of your day to listen. See you next time for another excellent adventure. Hut.
Great job.